Hi guys, it's Pluto, and today I'm going to be going through my my first year 11 folio. I did take art in advance, so this is my unit 1 and 2 folio for the entire of the year. I'm going to try and speed through it because I don't want it to be too long, but let's get started. Okay, so the folio itself is actually decorated using Posca markers, and I just like cut out these little alien shapes and I colored them in, kind of. But yeah, I was a little bit of a weird child. It's the front cover and it just says 2015 Unit 1 and 2 Year 11 art. So some very poorly drawn figures, and on this page we have all the technical stuff of how to draw things. This actually, if I remember correctly, is hiding something. I'm not entirely sure what. It looks like it was like a texture drawing. We studied charcoal and how to use them, so this is all my notes on the charcoal stuff. I wasn't great, I'm gonna put that one out there. I was not a great artist at this point in time. We went through some drawing exercises as to how to draw things using basic shapes of like pears. Some hand sketching. These are actually ostrich eggs. That's just a life. And this is a plan for a large piece that we did called a chiaroscuro drawing with like lights and darks. That's supposed to be a self-portrait, but that looks nothing like me. I popped in some previous works. This actually was is now in my cousin's house, and these are just some doodles that I did before I started the class. So within this unit we studied self-portrait was the area of study, and then the second area of study was dreams and nightmares. So we had to do a range of different portraits. These ones are development for the expressive one. Just did some watercolor stuff, some stuff with birds because that's what I was into, and just some other little bits and pieces. These pictures are just taken off the internet. Just some watercolor and colored pencil. Body painting. This is where I started doing my dreams and nightmares kind of stuff. I wanted to paint on someone. The pictures, once again, are just taken off the internet, off Pinterest and that. These are my brainstorms. And then this one is just a kind of a drawing of something, I don't know what. The more plans, and here is some inspirational stuff. This is this was my expressive self-portrait. I just did a watercolor drawing, pretty basic, and then I left the lines, if you can see, the sketch lines. So it kind of looks a little bit unfinished, which was reflective of where I was at that point in time. Just an analysis. This is when I was in the middle of changing my name, and so I was coming up with different signatures. Oh god. Okay, so this is really old. That's just a selfie. I had to do a realistic portrait, and I thought that I was going to do it in watercolor, but this one turned out really, really bad, so it's just space fillers. This is my analysis of the chiaroscuro, which actually isn't... Oh, there it is. There it is. And it's a little picture of me. And then that was my image. And here's some tea staining and beetroot staining experiments. My inspirational person analysis some weird chic being exorcised. Within the self-portrait we did portrait without a sitter. It's a portrait that didn't have your face in it. These were my ideas. I was very much into the tattooing kind of thing. Once again, the pictures are taken off the internet. These are realistic ideas. It kind of jumps all over the place. Some colour theory stuff. I really enjoy doing these. These are some little creatures. And all the little meanings about the colours. Some creative challenges. This is when we went to an exhibition. These are all photos that I've taken when we went down the graffiti lanes and in the Top Arts exhibition. Just some mucking around. These are pastels. I don't know what that is, but it went kind of chunky. More pastels and space filler. Oh, it's getting stuck. These are my reference pictures that I used for my portrait without a sitter. More references. Some leaf printing. And inside these is actually little pictures of my artworks. So this one is my dreams and nightmares one. I've got the dreamer and then what she was dreaming. It's inspired by Salvador Dali. And then in here was my realistic one. Is there more? Yeah. So there's one more and there's the portrait without a sitter. And for this one I had a big board and I spray painted onto it and I painted some things, some birds. I had some pictures of my favourite cities, and then on this tape, that was a tape out of a cassette tape and it had the names of all my favourite bands on it. Some Batman. And so within Unit 2 it was about culture. And so my original idea was Japanese culture because I'm absolutely obsessed with their culture. I think that it's so cool and interesting and just really different to what I'm used to. But then I got into fashion kind of imagery, and especially the artist Hayden Williams. Some subcultures from Japan. This we had an image of Grace Kelly and we had set cultures that we had to do. So we've got Egyptian, manga style, Aztec and Mexican wrestler mask style. And here's my little thing saying subculture. I think I got that one off the internet and I just copied it. It's just a brainstorm. And then Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I love him so much. Some articles, my ideas. And here's just some pictures that I've taken off the internet again. These are annotated. So this is what I had in mind for my final piece. These are the styles that I wanted to do. I had kind of sleek, which, yeah, and then the 90s grunge revival, geek, country, and then scene, or like fangirl kind of stuff. These are just more inspirations. For these I took pictures and then I just drew and painted the extras. So I like chopped her face off and I drew it back on, and the rest of the dress and stuff. Just magazine page moonboards. And then here's my pictures. So I did photographs of some of my closest friends when we went on a trip for my 16th birthday, I think it was. And here's just all the different filter techniques. And these are the ones that I liked the most. I think I ended up choosing this one as my final. And onto this one, it's the same thing. And then I'm pretty sure that this one was my final. These are another two, so this is the Scene Fangirl kind of one. And I think I choose that one. And then these ones, which is my little country girl. And that was my final one. We then did book covers, and I redesigned the cover for Macbeth, which was pretty cool. And there it is there. It's just the three witches out of Macbeth, if you know the story, and they're my finals. Do I have anything else? Oh, there is more stuff in here. It's just this, and then this. And that's it. I didn't actually finish my folio, so it's a little bit of a shame. It isn't the best folio, but it's just an idea, and that's what I did for my year 11 art. So if you like this, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. There's also going to be a part 2 on this, which is my year 12 one, which was actually a very high scoring folio. So check the link, it should be popping up somewhere. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya!